Reality Receipts.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We are back to talk about our favorite Bravo shows. Well, Bravo for Ricky, Hey You for me, or our fellow Canadian friends. Oh, speaking of that, I saw that Hey You is going to have House of Villains, which is exciting. I didn't think that they usually have all the Housewives stuff and the Summer House and the Southern Charm, but they don't have Traitors, so I didn't think they would have House of Villains, but they do. So we are going to cover that one, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
let's
so
do it.
good. Yeah. I love Tiffany New York, and
I love her.
Christine from Selling Sunset was my fave, and it's got Sandoval again.
Oh, I seen a commercial. I seen or not a commercial, but like a little preview of like
Yeah.
somebody asking New York her name and she was like, "Don't put your
Yes.
hand out to me." I was like, "Oh, damn. All right, here it goes."
Yeah, it should be interesting because, I mean, I definitely would not say he redeemed himself. We enjoyed laughing at him on Traders last time. We have to go back and watch that one day because you would love
Yeah,
it. Because,
I am gonna watch it.
yeah, it was entertaining. So I don't know how it'll be on this. I just think I never want to see him on a show where it's about his relationship again, but on these shows where he's making an ass of himself and we can laugh, I don't mind. So it's like, okay, he's back on our screens, but we do get to laugh at him. Hopefully we see New York tear him a new one, so I don't hate that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be
Love
good.
her. She's on like
Also,
every season, right?
who? New York?
Like
Yeah, she has been. I know. She was like so amazing on the first season, and then they brought her back, and now they just keep bringing her back every time. I think that they know she's really the magic to the show. She's usually my favorite part, so I'm
It's
happy she's
amazing.
back.
Yeah, that means she's just gonna be on every season moving
I
forward
think so,
because it's
yeah.
clearly becoming a thing for her to, like, be on the show.
They did have a Love is Blind person the first season. They had Shake. Remember Shake?
Yes, I do remember Shake. He is in the Love is Blind Hall of Shame, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. So I'm shocked that I don't believe there has been another Love is Blind person. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if that is they're doing, or if Netflix started to be like, we're trying to keep our show genuine and about love, so we don't really want these villains, but you get the villains every season anyway, so you might as well put them on another season. Because, yeah, since Shake, they haven't had any other Love is Blind people, which is weird because so many good options. But do we want to see Tyler Francis or Trevor or any? I mean, we got some good picks from this season. I
We've
could see
got some
Chris.
good picks. Yeah, absolutely not. I don't think it's like because they're not like and I guess Shake wasn't a good villain either. He was an asshole. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Chris is a villain. We have Trevor. We definitely don't put Tyler's lying
No,
bitch ass on there. Like,
no.
we've
I
we've
saw,
got we've got Alex who you could throw
yeah.
in there. We've got Hannah you could throw in there. Zenab you could throw in there. I feel like those would be good villains, you know?
See, I guess that's the problem, is a few of those villains are not like necessarily villains from what they did on the show. It's like the shit they did in their personal life, which is actually really bad. And so that's not really fun. Although that's what Sandoval is. So it was on and off the show. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it would have to be someone who's like good at being a villain, someone that's funny, has good like one liners. I don't think Tyler Francis or Chris from the season or anyone like that would have anything to bring to that role. So
You're right.
keep them off our screens, I think. But a fun villain would be good. Maybe some of the girls, like Hannah or someone else that you named, would be
Yeah.
better. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they dropped the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer today, so I'm excited to cover that one. I feel like there are so many shows coming up. Like,
Yeah,
how are we going to
always.
keep
It's
up with
never
it all?
ending. It's never and we figure it out. So that's the good part. We get it done, okay?
Yeah, we thought after Love is Blind season there will be a lull before we get something else, but no. I think there's Love is Blind Sweden drops March 12th. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives drops March 12th. Then Taylor Frankie Paul's Bachelorette is March 22nd. The Valley is April 1st. And then Atlanta, I think, is April 4th. House of Villains, February 26th. Whew, plus all the stuff we already do. So we'll
Yes.
be here every day.
Thankfully some things are coming to a close. Potomac is
True.
coming to a close, although I'm very sad about that because I really like
Yeah.
Potomac. Um We've got some stuff coming to a close,
Yes, Love
so
is Blind. We're halfway through now, but then, we got Reunion and then all the mess comes out. So that one's
well,
gonna be another month at least. So, but we
yeah.
love Love is Blind season, so
We
we
love
don't
Love
mind.
is Blind season. There's nothing like it, you guys.
Mhm. Yeah, if you're watching Love is Blind, I'm sure you know that we cover it, but if you don't know, we do. We have tons of Love is Blind content out. We got all the best tea and some lives and some interviews, so go check that out. But should we get into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Let's do it.
Okay. So it started with Amanda and Erica having this talk right at her house. What did you think? Did you think this was made Amanda in a better light, like being with Erica, or do you feel the same as when she's with the group?
No, actually, I liked her a little bit better. I
Yeah.
think I'm coming around to Amanda. I'm coming around to the fact that as annoying as she is and as sensitive as she is, maybe she's a necessary character. I think we've said
Yeah.
it before. Like we keep talking about her. She's keeping us on our toes. Like she's a you love to hate her type of thing. You love to be annoyed by her. So I think yeah, it made her a little bit more likable.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I feel like this was a good pairing for Amanda talking to Erica because Erica can be not really cold, but she's a little less emotional. Like when Amanda's with Sutton, it's like Sutton really can like push her buttons and she's trying to like press her, whereas like I think Erica's very calm and it felt probably like more of a safe space for Amanda to actually explain what she's talking about. So I thought they were like a good pair together. She wasn't as annoying as she usually is, so
Yeah, like she wasn't on the defense, right? Like
yeah.
she wasn't like defensive. Like we did hear her say previously, like, I'm an open book, like I'll talk to my cult, like talk about my cult experience. So I'm glad
Mhm,
she did what I mean, it sounds like she was in a religious cult and she
mhm.
escaped it, she
Yeah.
just left. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't give us too many details, but it sounds because there's the only other cult really that I've heard about is that whole, like, Nexium one. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, she brought it up on the show.
Yeah, Erica
Yeah,
did.
yeah, she was like, "I know somebody that" the only cults I know are the ones that they make Netflix
Yeah.
documentaries about, and also I told you I'm pretty sure my friend was in a church
Yeah.
cult, like, I went to church and I was like, "No, no, no, this is a cult," like, I know a cult when I see one, so, if you don't have a Netflix documentary about you, I'm gonna miss out on the cultiness of it
Yeah.
all.
Well, when I hear cult, I think of, like, the Nexium stuff because I think that was, like, sexually based, right? All of that stuff that went on there. So I don't know if that's every cult, like, when she's talking about this is a cult, but then she describes it as sort of like a religion, a church, all of that. Is that element always in a cult or no? Is it
I don't think
possibly
so.
just
I
a controlling element of,
It's a
like, your life?
controlling element. I don't know if you've seen the one there's a documentary of a cult, like, where a lot of TikTok influencers were in it, and, like, a lot of, like,
Oh,
TikTok.
I didn't watch it, but I saw,
Yeah,
like,
and so
clips.
that
Mhm.
one was more, like, financially based, right? Like, they're
Right.
controlling your, finances and making you give to the church and, like, kind of, isolation and
Mhm.
manipulation are the main pillars of, like, a cult.
Yeah, like, how do you differentiate between, like, a church religion that is just sort of very involved, I guess, in your life and vice versa, and then, like, a cult? Like, what are the boundaries there? I guess I would have to watch these documentaries to find out,
Yeah,
like,
I
what.
think if you watch him, there's a clear difference, right? Like when the cult leader is trying to position themselves in, like they're trying to position themselves as like God almost,
Okay.
like and it's like, and I think like a main point of a cult is like the isolation of it, like
Mhm,
when it's like goes from being a church and like everyone's together to like, oh, now we're moving here and only like you can only talk
yeah.
to us and you can only that is also an element that I notice happens in a lot of cults is like they isolate you from your family and like you live on property with them or live close by to them. You can only communicate with people. That's when it
Yeah.
gets
When they don't
culty,
want you to have people in your life that are not also in the same religion, right?
Mhm. Or in
Like
the
the
same, yeah.
Scientology stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's just my opinion, but yeah, and then, a lot of people aren't able to just leave like Amanda,
mhm,
like, because you convince yourself like, "Oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is it."
mhm.
I feel like I'd never get caught up in a cult. I'd be like,
No,
"Bitch, get the you got me fucked up." But you
no.
never know, You never know.
Yeah, they probably find people that can be easily isolated from their family, whether that's like not having a good home life or whatever it is, and they probably prey on those type of people that they feel like it's easy to isolate. So it's good she escaped, and it was nice to hear her explain it more because obviously all she has said so far is like cult, and then we didn't know what the details of that were. So yeah, I liked hearing her and Erica talk. I thought it was a better match for her. Some of the ladies I think are a bit overwhelming for her, which we have said as a new housewife, we would like to be able to see her go toe to toe with these like Suttons and everybody. I don't know if that's her personality, but like I said, Andy has been defending her a lot. I think he likes her sort of lack of self awareness, and she brings this cult thing and the manifestation. She has a lot of
Mm,
these facets. So,
yeah.
but did you see she's been doing the after show alone all of a sudden, which people find weird?
I've been seeing clips of that or, like, people talking about it, but I
Yeah.
didn't know the significance of it, like, why that's a big deal.
Well, usually they're paired with somebody, but if they are in a position where they don't have a friend on the cast or like the whole cast is icing them out, they have to do it alone. And it's not usually a good sign. And we have
Mm,
heard that, like, I think at this point, the only person who's really her friend is Kyle, which is not real. It's just sort of like a forced friendship. And I don't know how the rest of the season goes, but they're definitely making it seem like if she's on the outs with everybody. So if you get to the end of the season on the outs with everybody, it's really hard to come back for another season because you don't really have a legitimate way. Like it's not real, which like on Potomac with Angel, right? It's like
mm,
sort of Tia likes her, I think, and
and
Kiarna, but
Kiara, yeah.
yeah, it's hard when you're not really meshing with the group. So I don't know though if this is like a thing we see on other shows where the OGs are banding together and they don't want her to take their attention and they're sort of going to ice her out so that she can't have a position on this show.
Mm.
I'm sure they're enjoying that all of us haven't really liked Amanda so far, but I do kind of feel like that's changing. Plus no one wants to see someone ganged up on by everybody, right? So,
Yeah, and at this point in the show, I don't feel like anyone's ganging up on her. I feel like she's
no.
doing it to herself. You know what I mean? Because she just
Mhm.
can't she's too sensitive. And I think we
Yeah.
talk about this all the time, right? Like when you come from a world of reality TV, like you do see how things have shifted and changed and
Mhm.
people are just, like, very sensitive nowadays, like, on Potomac too, we've seen this come up this week, but
Mhm.
where it's like, you can't even be called what did she call her, a wimp or a what? Like,
Yeah.
come on, like, they call each other cunts and bitches and
Yeah.
hoes and sluts and
Yeah,
like,
wimp is nothing.
wimp is nothing, so I do
Yeah.
think, like, Amanda could be great in this group if she
Mhm.
just grows some thicker skin.
I agree. So I hope it gets better, but just seeing her do the after show alone, it's like that's not giving that she meshes with the group eventually. So we'll see what happens. But then we
Yeah.
see the single ladies finally out doing a little partying in the Hamptons, which is what we've been asking for. But I don't know if they were given that cougar party energy. It was very low energy dinner with some men that clearly no one was interested in nobody both ways. I don't think that was their style. What did you think about Dorit thinking Brad Pitt is ew? Is he ew to you too?
Absolutely not. Who like Brad Pitt and ill just do not even belong in the same sentence.
No.
Don't be hating, Dorit. Like, okay, you can say he's not your type, but ill is crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Ill is Brad Pitt's been hot for decades. Okay. Like I just
And
watched him in that F1 movie with
okay.
yeah, I just watched it like the other night. And I'm like, obviously he's aged, but Brad Pitt in his prime?
Mhm.
Girl, please don't
And
you ever talk about him like that ever. Give us some respect on his name.
and have you seen what PK looks like? I don't think you've ever seen him.
They put a
Oh,
picture
did they?
up of it. Yeah, they were like, yeah,
I
they
was
put a
gonna
picture
show
up
you
of his
one, but
ass. They put a picture up of his ass, and it's like, okay, like if you like yours a little seasoned, cool, but like don't say ill because if I bet you, I promise you, she wouldn't have that energy in Brad Pitt's face. I promise you
no.
that. It's Brad
And
freaking
it
Pitt.
it does make me wonder what her actual type is because, she said that it's good to marry someone not for looks, for money, right? Which is what she did with PK, assuming. Like, I don't feel like she found him very attractive, but maybe she does. Sometimes we just like a medium ugly or full on ugly man if you something about him just strikes you, right? And so I feel like they're coming across as like very asexual, like all of them, Kyle, Rachel, and Dorit. Like I didn't see no good flirting. I don't know what their types are. They never really talk about this sort of dating, hooking up, flirting thing. It's all about their divorces and the negativity. So I guess this was a little chat about what they're into, but saying Brad Pitt is ew, I don't feel like I understand Dorit at all. Like, I don't know. She didn't really give us anything, like, not Brad Pitt, but this is my type, you know? Is she going like, I would love to see some paparazzi photos of her out dating a 25-year-old or something, but they really give us nothing in terms of personal life lately, and their
Yeah,
exes are giving us too much in terms of that, so
yeah. I just do you think Brad Pitt is ill?
no, no, I mean, I yeah, I wouldn't say, like I don't know if I'd be like, "He's my type," if I was picking from a bunch, but I definitely don't think he's a at all, so
Yeah.
that was just very dramatic of Therese.
It's very dramatic, very
Maybe she
dramatic.
meant
Like,
personality, I don't know, like, it can't
girl,
be
that thing,
looks.
no, it can't be. It just can't. It couldn't. It's just not possible. So,
No, and she wasn't saying it like, "Ew, Brad Pitt, I'm into, like, a younger guy right now," or this kinda guy, 'cause PK is an older guy just like Brad Pitt. Obviously, they don't look similar, but, same
I'd
idea,
like,
so
yes, how old is Brad Pitt and how old is PK?
I think
PK
Brad
looks
Pitt
70.
I'm
Brad
pretty
Pitt's
sure
like in
Brad Pitt
his
is
50s.
60.
Is he? Oh,
I
see,
think
and he looks
so.
amazing for 60. I thought he was
He
maybe in his
does.
50. I thought maybe he was.
62. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh
think
my
that.
God, Brad Pitt is 62.
Yeah,
That's basically
62.
70. How old is PK?
That's crazy.
Okay. If PK,
PK is 57. Shocking.
he's younger than Brad Pitt.
By 5
Okay,
years.
okay. First of all, Dorit,
Crazy.
please. Dorit, please. All right, like, I'm sorry. Brad Pitt's shitting on PK at
Yeah,
older. He
yeah,
looks way better. Like, oh man. Okay. There's two different types of 60s, right? Like there's the one that takes care of themselves, 60s, and the ones that just let themselves go. I thought PK was legit like 75.
yeah, he definitely looks it. So, yeah, I just wish she gave us more of like, "Okay, Brad Pitt's not my type, but this is who, is." Because now I'm very confused. So PK is your type and Brad Pitt isn't? No, there has to be somebody else. It can't be just PK. So, yeah, and then these younger guys that were there, I didn't think were they trying to say those guys were 25?
I
That's
think they were joking. I think they were jo
oh, okay.
I think they were joking because I was like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, and then Rachel, obviously beautiful, beautiful woman, but not looking 27. Like, was she kidding when she said she was out
Yeah.
and met a guy? Okay, she didn't seem like she was kidding.
Yeah, I think that's what's so crazy because I thought the same. I literally had to rewatch the scene. Like, were they joking about being 25? Because clearly these men are like in their 40s,
Yeah, but
and then because they had like a little salt and pepper going on, some of them.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, clearly they were joking. And then Rachel, I knew Rachel was joking, but that
mhm,
sometimes that dry sense of humor, like it's hard to pick up on.
yeah,
Like, are you kidding or what's going
yeah,
on?
because she kind of said it like thinking like, maybe people would believe someone thought I was 27 in like a dark club or something. I don't know, but I
Mm-mm.
actually wanted to see them at dinner with 25-year-olds, so that's why I was annoyed. I'm like, yes, that is what I want for you, but I just don't think they're into that. They say like
Yeah,
men always are dating younger women and now women do it too, but like you have said, genuinely, do you want to spend time and date a 25-year-old as like Dorit's 48, I think Kyle's in her 50s, like that doesn't sound like a good time. So even though it would be fun for us to see, I don't think that's how they actually want to spend their time. But
yeah,
yeah, they just felt like very staged. Nobody was actually into these guys and
yeah.
I wanna see them actually
And
going
then
out and
they were
dating.
trying to make it seem like Dorit was, like, flirting with him, and it was like she
Yeah.
was just talking to him, like,
Yeah.
she I wouldn't take that as flirting, but whatever.
No. No, so they tried to give us a hot girl summer, night out on the town, but
Just
I
go
honestly
hiking, just go running.
I think they spent more time getting glammed and ready to go out than actually being out, but they tried, so is that, like, a Surf Lodge? Is that where they were? It's, like, an iconic Hamptons place, right?
I've never been to the Hamptons.
Oh, what? I've
Yeah, I've
only been
never
once.
been.
I'm acting like I've been a bunch.
What?
I went
Yeah,
once
I've
and
never been.
I definitely didn't go to any clubs when I went, so we went for because my husband's obsessed with golf, so we went one year for the whatever golf is in June, I don't even know, US Open, I think? It was in Shinnecock in the Hamptons, so I was like,
Okay.
"Okay, you get your golf, I get to scope out celebrities," but I didn't see anybody. We were only there we saw Tiger Woods' yacht, that was, like, the thrill of the time, but
Oh,
I this was in 2018, so I
okay.
didn't really know about Surf Lodge and stuff, but apparently they don't even let the Summer House cast film there, but they let Rachel because she's such a big deal, so she
Mm,
had the inn at Surf Lodge.
mm,
Yeah.
okay.
The only thing I related to is Dorit saying, "Do I really have to wear this wristband? Like, we're too old for that." So she's like, "Can you put it
Yeah.
on my bag or something?"
Right, right. I do wanna go to the Hamptons, though, one
Yeah.
day, so
I've heard it's just so, like, so busy, so hard to get in places, so expensive, like, I don't know. Not that we'd be going for that, for clubbing, but it's just
yeah,
nice to
it's
see it.
just trendy, that's it.
Yeah.
Any place that's trendy is gonna be like that, so
Yeah, I always wanted to go to one of the summer house parties, but I think I'm too old for that now. But that they always just have, like, random people in the background. You can get
Yeah,
an in to go.
yeah. Wait, one day.
Yeah, I think that show is probably wrapping up anyways, so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens with them. Then we see Sutton, Erica, and Denise. Do you know who Denise is?
Of course I know who
Okay.
Denise Richards is. We seen her at BravoCon. She was on one of the
Mm,
panels we were talking on, and,
yes.
she's Denise freaking Richards. Of course I know who she is, you know?
Yeah.
She used to be a housewife, right?
Yeah, she was
Okay.
on, I wanna say 3 seasons maybe? 3, and then she's kinda popped up here and there on the last couple of seasons. She'll do, like, an appearance. Last time she was on made an appearance, it wasn't going very well for her. Have you ever seen those clips where she was so inebriated? It was like a weed dinner, so we don't know if she was drunk or high or what, but
Mm.
she's talking to Erica and she's like, "Thank you, you're welcome." Like, she talks to herself. Have you seen that clip?
No,
Or
I
where
haven't.
she goes to leave and she puts her coat on upside down
Oh,
and
she was lit. Oh.
And, Dorit tried to help her, like, come over, like, sneakily, like, "Oh, your coat's not upside down," and she got so pissed. She's like, "I know what you're trying to do. My coat's not upside down." It was so funny. But we
Oh,
love her. It's Denise, so we all let it go. She kinda tried to be like, "I don't know. I only had 1 drink. I don't know what happened. Something nefarious happened," but we're like, "I think you just got drunk. It's okay. It
yeah,
happens."
it's a little high maybe.
Yeah, a little bit of both. So, now knowing what she's going through, though, like, with her marriage explains a lot. So she
Yeah,
seems in a way, way better place now. He was on the show a little bit too, and they had those flashbacks. He was, not good.
obviously, yeah. I was like, "Wow," like, she's literally telling him, "Don't say anything. We're on camera, don't say anything." And so to
Mhm.
say, like, "I'm gonna crush your hand," like, "Stop telling me what to do."
Yeah. He was not a good guy. I think that he was some kind of had, like, a weird job, kinda like, massaging or healing, crystals, I don't know, something to do with you going into the office and maybe they hooked up there and that's how she met him or something. I remember the story was just odd, but he always seemed okay until we saw those moments with the hand crushing, and then we were all side-eyeing him, but there's she never said anything to the point of what she said in this episode, and now that they're getting divorced, it's all coming out, which I feel so bad because she seems like such a nice person, but she obviously has a thing for these bad boys, right? Like Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen, and now this guy is like worse than Charlie, as she said, which is wild.
Yeah,
Because
it always, like I'm always really fascinated to, like understand, like, how this happens, like, how these, like,
Mhm.
beautiful, successful women end up just with these losers who
Yes.
still don't, like, sometimes you think, like, "Oh, if I dated, like, a regular guy who's, like, not in the limelight or not a celebrity or just has a regular job, he's gonna treat me better," and then they end up being even worse,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I thought this scene was really powerful because Erica and Denise are both from like what we see on the show, very strong women, right? Very outspoken, very powerful, they have their own successes, their own money, and they are caught in these horrible situations, these horrible marriages and have a hard time leaving. So it really shows you. I know some people will always be like, "Well, why don't they just leave?" And it just shows it's not simple even for somebody that's famous and has all of these things at their disposal. So imagine just like a regular person or someone who doesn't have that strong personality or doesn't have the financial means to get out of it. It just opens your eyes to that this happens to
yeah.
everybody, not just a
Yeah.
certain type of woman or
Yeah.
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 So,
Scary that he was hitting her while after she was having surgery, like,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
I know that in the court filings, he, like, alleged that she was having an affair with one of the guys that she did special forces with. So she was on special forces, so I guess that's why he was trying to get into her phone, and then it became, like, a physical fight, so
While she's got a drain in her, like
mm, yeah, horrible, and she looks amazing. I'm
mhm.
not gonna lie, I wanna sign up for a facelift now because she
I think
looks
I
so
should put
good.
my deposit down now. I think Erica's looks really good. Like, Erica's
So
looks really snatched and tight.
yeah.
Like, just start paying on it now so that when I
Yeah.
need it in 30 years, like, I have it, like, ready to go.
Yeah.
It's paid for.
Yeah, because Denise always looks great, but, like, it really I think that's the way to go, a facelift, right? Not because you see some people who go, like, the filler route, and it just starts to kinda look lumpy and bumpy and crazy, so I'm like, I haven't started any of that yet, so I think I'll just wait till you get to a certain point of looking raggedy and then just zip it all up right back to
Yeah,
your neck.
just tighten that shit. Yeah, because there's nothing that's gonna beat that. Like, no needle is
Mhm.
gonna be able to, like, give you the same result. Like,
Yeah.
I have seen, like, Botox and filler used in a way that, like, looks very natural and it gives you a nice little, "Oh, doop,
Yeah.
doop," but when you start, like, sagging, when you start melting, you gotta just
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
not against it. I haven't as despite what some people have said on here, me and Ashley don't have any filler or surgery on our
That
faces.
was
Like,
one person.
yeah, we haven't gotten Botox or filler, but not against it, hey, like, I'm all for
No.
it. I'm all for
I
it.
I don't even know where to start, but I wonder if you start getting in, like, because a lot of people start now, like, 25, 22,
Mhm, they
so
start
young.
very young.
So I'm
Mhm.
like, "What if you do it for 25 years, like, it can't possibly look good for that long." So, try to put it off as long as possible, but then you see some people and it looks so good, it's done so well that you're like,
Mhm, mhm.
maybe try." But, yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying to Ricky yesterday because the last time we had a really big Love Is Blind interview, I was really long between eyelash appointments, and so I had no lashes, and then someone said we look like people from the Capitol, which we could not figure out this insult, and then I realized it's because I got no eyelashes on. And then we did another interview yesterday, and I got no damn eyelashes, and I was like, "No, they're gonna say we look like Capitol people again."
Fuck that person.
Very, very
Ah!
specific insult. I mean, I'll take it. It could be worse, right? We're so freaky looking, but now I know. Love is Blind season. Just keep up on the lashes. I just don't have time to go more than once a month, but some people go like every 2 weeks, and I wish
Yeah,
I did this time, but too late. We waiting till Thursday. But yeah, I she looks great. So great whoever her doctor is, great poster for him, her, whoever it is,
yeah,
because she looks so good.
yeah,
But I was very hard. It was a very strange conversation, which is actually very on brand for Erica and well, mostly Erica. Like she'll be like having the most casual conversation about fun, silly stuff and then just turn it so dark. Like that's that whole joke of I don't know if you've ever seen the meme where it's like Tom's house got broken into and he crashed his car and like she just literally like deadpanned this whole awful story in the middle of nowhere and it just comes out of nowhere. Like
mhm,
she's just not that she's not emotional, but she doesn't show her emotions, I guess, as much as some other people. So she's, like,
Right.
able to talk about these really like, they're laughing about plastic surgery, and then all of a sudden they're in this very serious domestic violence conversation. So what did you think about Denise was sharing her story with Aaron, this horrible story, and then Erica giving her own story? Was that, like, sort of, like, taking Denise's moment or just trying to relate to her and show, like, "I've been through it too"?
I took it as, like, she was trying to relate to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, obviously no one in Erica's friend group knew that this happened to her, so I think she
Yeah.
was just trying to say, like, "You're a strong woman, and you went through it, but don't be so hard on yourself because I consider myself a strong woman, and I've been
Mhm.
through it as well." And I feel like Erica didn't give a lot of details on what happened to her, she just kinda said, "Just so you know, like, I've
Mhm.
been through it too," and then Sutton kind of started asking questions because she was like, I
Yeah, I
thought
did
she
not.
was talking about this guy that she just kinda told us about and had been seen out with. I was like, "Oh my god." But then,
Mhm.
obviously, she's talking about somebody else, so
Yeah, so it's been recent, obviously, because I think her marriage ended, like, 2020, and we have never really seen her publicly date anyone. She's been pictured with a couple of people. So, we don't know who it is. I was listening to Teddy and Tamara, and Teddy has a podcast with Erica, so they're close, and she's like, "I have no idea who she's talking about." What do you think about Erica not, like, outing this person? Like, obviously, it's your personal choice if you don't want to, but do you think, because there's probably gonna be more victims of this person, right? Do you think,
mm,
like, not that you have an obligation, but that she should file some kind of report? Or 'cause I don't know, you're gonna talk about it on the show, right? So it's not like you can't deal with the trauma and you don't wanna face it and you just want it to go away, right? It's out
mm.
now, it's public now. This man is out here that is abusive to women, and nobody knows who he is now. Do you
Yeah,
like
I think she mentioned, though, didn't she, at some point that, like, police were being called and stuff like that, so I think there is a paper trail of the behavior,
Mhm.
but, she runs the risk of, like, getting sued or whatever, and I think, like,
Yeah.
that always worries people, right? And they don't understand that truth is a defense, but,
Mhm.
like, I think putting it on a public platform, like, on television,
Yeah.
probably extreme, but even though obviously Denise's stuff is there, but I think that's
Mhm.
public in the news, but I think she did mention that there were some reports filed or police called at
She
the
said she
very
called
least.
911. She didn't I don't think she mentioned any reports or, like, what happened when the police
Mm,
were called. I'm
mhm,
surprised that that didn't end up being public, or is there some kind of
right.
protection in place for victims that they don't release the name of if you call?
I think so, if
Okay.
you request that. Yeah, but, like, with her being a public figure, that seems like something that would get
Yeah.
out, but sometimes they use aliases. Sometimes they don't use their real name for that,
Oh, that's true.
you
That's true,
know?
because I don't think Erica Jane is her, like, legal name, but I know she said she was worried about her son finding out, right? So she was, because she called 911 and he's a police officer. So, yeah, I just wanna know who this is so we can trash him, but I
Yeah,
understand her. Like you said, truth is a defense, but if somebody did sue you or say you were lying and you do have to go to court, we've seen with this whole Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni stuff, your stuff comes out too. Like, they go through your phone and your texts and your proof, and then that gets public, and even if you've not done anything illegal or abusing people, you might still have stuff you don't really want people to see, and they
yeah,
put the victim on trial, unfortunately. So, I get that, but
yeah,
yeah, just a sad story for both of them, but also very brave of them to share, because I know probably lots of people watching relate and see that this can happen to these strong women. So, and they got out. And I hope
yeah.
she can stay away from this Aaron guy. I don't know what's happening with their divorce. Like, I definitely don't think it's done yet. It's all been pretty recent. It was all in the summertime. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I hope she definitely goes through with it, and
yes.
it seems awful. Oh my god.
The I don't like they don't have any children together, but I know Denise had adopted a daughter when he came in the picture. So I
Mhm.
don't know, like, if he's trying to get custody or anything like that, but I would think after these reports he would not be allowed that. So,
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, they said that he's like I don't know, he has his own claims or whatever, but it's like who cares what he says?
Oh, he's trying to get 50% compensation from her OnlyFans because he took the photos for her. What do you think about that?
Sir, bitch, bye. Okay, okay, you were my tripod. Like, get
Yeah,
a fucking life, bitch. Like,
tripods do not get a paycheck. I'm sure she only did that just to let him feel like you're involved, you know? I don't think she really cared if he took them or not.
okay, maybe if he was in the content, that's different. But like, sir, please, you were my
You
tripod.
know,
Like, get out of here.
he literally oh, he also wants a check from reality TV stints he appeared on with Denise. He was once promised 50% of the income she received from
From
being on the
who?
show.
From where?
From
Who, bro?
Denise. So, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the husbands and the boyfriends and stuff don't actually get paid. And so when they yeah, so, like, when they appear and stuff, that's for free. So, obviously, in cases of, like, the married couples, it's like, whatever, I mean, I don't know that they necessarily do share it, but it's like, that's my wife, so I don't need to get that's her paycheck, right? I'm just here anyways. But when you're in, like, a contentious situation like this, he appeared on the show and never got a dime for it, so now he's trying to say he's owed it. I think this is what happened with Stacy and her paid boyfriend, because he, for coming on the show as her boyfriend, doesn't get paid. So she probably said, "I'll give you half of my paycheck for being on the show." So that's not necessarily, "I'm paying you to be my boyfriend, I'm paying you to appear on the show."
Mm,
But they
mm,
called it paying you to be my boyfriend, which it could have been that too, so
yeah.
but yeah, that's why a lot of the people won't appear because they don't get paid, but also, I think you would only do that if it was, like, a new relationship or something. If it's your, like, long-term spouse, you're not gonna be like, "Well, I'm not getting a check, so I'm not coming on." That's weird, so
It's like Todd, right? Like, you're doing
yeah.
it in a sense to be supportive of your spouse because you have your money, you have your shit together, so you
Mhm,
don't care about whatever they could pay you, but it's like when you're
mhm.
dealing with a broke bitch like this guy, it's like, give me my money, like, give me my check," like, and she
Yeah.
probably did say she would give him a little something, something. I doubt she said 50% because that's wild, but I'm sure she did say, like, "I'll give you something," like,
He's so broke. He's demanding, like,
he's so broke.
he's demanding spousal support immediately, and he says her claims that he beat her during the marriage should not factor into the judge's decision to grant spousal support. So even though I beat her, I should still get money, which is crazy.
I
He
still
says he
should
has
get her money.
yeah, he says he has no stable income. Well, you can change that, sir. Go get a job. It's not that hard.
You can change that, sir. Go get
Yeah.
a job. And or you had a woman who literally did not care that you didn't have a stable income and she had
Mhm.
a stable income and you couldn't even be good to her. You couldn't even make her life easier. Like, you literally could have been Corey. You could
Yeah,
have been you could have been
literally.
the Corey to her Chris, and you couldn't even do that.
His job before was frequency medicine. So he utilized technology for sound and light therapy. So that was his job when he
Sounds
met
like you
her.
never
So
had a job in life. Sounds like you didn't have a job then and you don't have a job now. Oh god, what?
I was gonna say he was involved in a 2022 lawsuit regarding a defaulted $190,000 business loan for his clinic. So the fact that Denise married him, he should have been kissing her feet and on the ground she walks on. Like, how are you gonna physically harm someone who's literally paying your bills and I'm assuming being a good wife. Like I don't see he's not have any claims in here that she did anything wrong except for I guess this affair he claims happened, but I don't know that he has
But
any proof of that. He's probably paranoid. So
also, if she was having an affair, it's most likely due to the fact that you're an asshole and you're
yeah.
sitting there beating up on her and you're not being a good man to her. Would she have cheated on you if you were allegedly cheated on you if you were doing what you were supposed to do? Like, it'd be the audacity for me. Like, you ain't got no job, you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, you ain't got no money, you ain't got shit, and you
Yeah.
still are trifling. You still ain't shit. You still want to walk around like the head honcho and like dominant and the man of the house when you literally ain't got shit. Like, she was
No.
your lifeline. She was literally your lifeline and you couldn't even keep your hands off of her. Like,
And I think this was his grift, right? I think he's a handsome guy and he had this clinic in Beverly Hills and all
is he
the rich
handsome? Let me see him. Let
I
me see
mean,
him.
I say that not if you didn't know anything about his personality, right? Like if you just flat off went off his looks, but like I don't know if I'm not saying he's handsome to me, I'm just saying that's what I remember, like, it being the thing.
Okay, fine, he's handsome.
And she talked about him having a large,
See,
you know,
that's
so
you see that just choose the bear, ladies, okay? Like, it's just choose the bear
literally.
every time because, like, what I just okay, a nice face and a big what is that gonna do for me? But unfortunately, guys that do have those, characteristics, a nice face and a nice little you know what I mean? They think that that's all that they need to bring to the table, so that's why they walk around like they fucking shit don't stink.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was his grift that he was this hot guy with this clinic in Beverly Hills, and all the rich ladies would come visit him for their frequency medicine, and he would hook up with them, and, like, that was the how he found Denise. I'm just laughing well, I'm sorry, maybe it's not funny, but he filed a restraining order against her because she called him 17 times in 1 week. Is that excessive? 17?
That's not excessive. I've
No.
called someone 17 times in 1 minute.
I'm just laughing at the 17 times in 1 week. Like, that's not restraint that's your husband. You call him 70 times in a day, who care in an hour,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
uh, nice try. He's grasping at straws,
Yeah,
basically, so
grasping at straws. It sounds to me like he used this little clinic to meet women, to hook up with them, and then they started paying his bills, and that's was his job. He's a professional
mhm.
homosexual. Yeah.
Yeah, homosexual. Yeah, I he definitely was like, "I hooked a big fish with Denise," and I think, like, all the ladies in the community, right, were like, "Oh, he's so hot, we all want him," and so he felt like a prize. I think if she would have just thought about it and really looked at the facts but he was presenting himself as someone who owns this medical clinic, right, so that's not, like, no job, so I this whole lawsuit and defaults and all that came after, so I don't think she realized when she married him that he was a bum, but
Yeah, he's like, it's a con. Like,
yeah,
it's a con.
totally.
But, but if you the thing is about when someone's, like, lying about their lifestyle, the longer
Mhm.
you're with them, it's very easy to figure out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you want to figure it out, you
Mhm.
know?
And that's why I honestly just feel like you maybe shouldn't get married at that like when you're older like that and you have your shit together and you have all your own money and your own life and you have kids like and he's coming in with no kids and he's got this medical clinic but I'm assuming she didn't do a deep dive into his finances, right? And so once you if a man's really pushing to get married, you really have to like think about it and check his finances and see what he's really got going on before you financially attach yourself to him because now he's asking for spousal support and
Right, that should be, right, part of the process before you get married is, like, I'm not combining my finances with anybody that I don't know what their finances look like. I don't know
no.
what kinda debt you're in, like, because I take all of that on when we get married, but
Yeah. Yeah, he's had some other lawsuits too. So, Denise,
bad guy, bad guy.
if you wanna marry someone, contact us. We should start a side business, investigative journalism into your man, and we'll tell you if he's worth marrying or not. So,
That's so funny. Everyone always says that we should, like, help with the casting on, like,
yeah,
Love Is Blind, like, they should give them to you guys, and you guys should dig into them before they put
literally.
them on the show.
We could help them, we could save them in a few situations because all you have to do sometimes is look at their social media and you can tell. So, they
Yeah.
need us, but did anything else happen besides the chat with the girls?
No, I feel like that was, like, the last little tidbit. I mean, we had a little sprinkles of other, like, sorry to say, boring stuff, like, but, like, stuff I
Oh, I
don't care
do
about. I know that, Bose had a chat with,
her daughter.
her daughter and.
I do. I feel like like because Bose has only been on for 2 seasons, and I could have sworn her daughter was like like not little, but a kid. And now I'm like, oh wow, she's like in high school. It makes me feel like the time is just flying. But I was like, I think she's only been on for 2 seasons. But that was a nice little chat that they had. It would be weird, I think, if you're in high school and your parent is like has another baby. I don't know. I never went through that, but
My mom had my brother when I was in, ninth grade.
oh
She had
really?
yeah, that's when he was born. She had a little baby when I was in the ninth grade, so
So what was that
she
like?
she just had a lot of help, right? Like,
Yeah.
me and my 2 sisters were, like, significantly older, and, like,
Mhm.
we did everything for him, that's
Mhm.
why it's like now he's like, we're like he has, like, moms all
Yeah.
across the board, and we, like it's not like he's my brother. I'm like, "I used to change your diapers,
Yeah.
little bitch, like, listen to me, like, you have to listen to me, you have to respect me, like,
Mm,
you little
yeah.
shit," but I thought it was fine, it would just seem like we just raised a little baby,
Yeah.
all of us.
Aw. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun, like, not fun, you would see, like, the realities of having a baby, but then also just, like, brings that energy back. That's what I feel like now as my kids get older. It's like, I think as kids get into high school, everybody kinda independent, you do your own thing, and so having the baby, like, brings you together, but then probably you do feel like you have a lot of responsibility too. Like, if your parent is, because I remember I had to babysit my brother, and he was only 4 years younger, and it was like at one point, you start feeling like just free childcare, right? And it's a lot.
Mhm.
So it's like you wanna be helpful, but still be a teenager and have your own life too, so
Yeah. Yeah.
but she seemed on board with it. I don't know what's gonna happen with Bose's baby story. I don't know if they're still gonna, like, explore other options if the whole egg thing doesn't work out, but I'm sure we'll see more, and their engagement too, they put that in the trailer, so
Mm. Yeah.
I hope. Yeah. I love her, but she's so unproblematic, she's easy to love. A lot
Yeah,
of these
she's
girls are
very
very
yeah,
not drama,
unpro
right? And
yeah,
that's
they're
why we
not
need
it's
Amanda.
this isn't the drama housewives. They're all older, they're all established, they're all
Mhm.
just, like, at divorce, they're all at peace, like, we're not getting any drama, so keep
No.
Amanda. Bring in another messy one just to
Yeah.
like, give Amanda something to play with, so
Yeah, they're all keeping it way too cute. Like I said, we have, like, a bunch of single ladies, there should be something going on, but nothing yet. But I really was holding out hope for that Mauricio Dorit love story. I think I'm the only one,
girl,
so
yeah.
it's never happening. They
That
would
would have made
never
for
be
good
messy.
TV, but that's too messy, I think. But
Yeah.
Mauricio just keeps popping up. He was on the Valley again this week.
I can't, like, they have to be starting some kinda spinoff with him, but yeah, we talked about that before. I guess that's a good segue into the valley. We just follow
Yeah.
Mauricio right over there, so
Follow Mauricio.
he's everywhere, which I used to love him, and we'd be like, "More Mauricio," and now I'm like, "Damn, we should not have asked for that." We meant, like, when he was with Kyle, not now, but
Right,
he's fine. I mean, of all the men we see on shows, he's not the worst. He's
right.
single, he's just doing his thing. It is
Yeah.
sad,
We
like
seen him on Potomac this week too
yeah,
because it's a reunion. My
never
God,
stop.
Mauricio's everywhere.
Oh, it never stops. So the Valley started with Mercedes and Tommy talking about her door knocking. He wasn't being the most supportive, but what did you think of their chat before she headed out?
You just see it crumbling.
Mhm.
You just see it crumbling. I think the more I find out about their marriage, the more I'm like, again, just like we said with Denise,
Mhm.
how is this like established woman? Why is she settling for this
Yeah.
man who has no job, no money, brings nothing to the table? Now to find out that he's barely even helps with the kid. You're doing drop off and pick up every single day
Crazy.
and busting your ass at the office. Why isn't he doing drop off and pick up? Like that doesn't even make sense. He's not at work.
No, which I don't understand because I'm like, when my husband has to do a drop off or pickup, he can maybe be a little bit late too, but he's also like very busy at work. So it's like still not an excuse. But I'm like, if you're stuck at the office or something, maybe you have a slight excuse. What is Tommy doing? I don't understand. You know what? This actually showed me that he doesn't do pickup ever because anyone who does the school pickup knows you have to go early. It's a nightmare. It's a shit show. You got to find your parking. You got to be there like I mean, where I live is not busy, so I have to be there like 10, 15 minutes early. But if you sounds like you need to be there like 30 minutes early for that. And he didn't know. He showed up. He probably drove up right at the pickup time. And so I
Mhm.
believe that he was looking for parking, but he should know to account for that when he's picking up his kid. So
But
he
what
doesn't
you're
know
not
anything.
at work, so what are
No.
you doing? Like, that's what, like,
Yeah.
was beyond me when I started hearing, like, I was just like, "Okay, well, he just takes care of the household, like, he's the, stay-at-home mom in this situation," but you're not even doing that. You're not even taking
No.
care of the kid.
Yeah, it's not very attractive. First there's the way he treats her, then the lack of ambition. It's just
The way he talks to her, he's rude,
mhm.
like, even at the end of the episode, which we'll get there, but, like, he just sucks. Like,
Yeah,
what is it now? Like, what at this point, what are you know, and that's the thing, is, like, people just stay in situations because they wanna say that they're married, and it's like, for
yeah,
what? Like, what is he what are you getting out of this?
yeah, nothing good, that's for sure. We see Reza do a photo shoot for Tannen. If you guys didn't see yet, we got to do an interview with Reza, which I think was one of our
So
most fun, unhinged, crazy interviews. He was very giving. Nothing was held back. We had no rules. We could ask anything, which was so amazing. And he gave us a lot of insight, I feel like
yeah,
I really got the vibe that he's like Team Sky, that they're buddies. Felt
yeah,
like there's tension between him and Reza, but I
mhm,
haven't seen that play out on the show yet, so I don't know what's happening there. Did you get that
yeah,
vibe
I
too?
got that too. Yeah, mhm.
I saw they posted a video together yesterday though.
I don't know,
So,
but he did mention, like, him being on a world tour of, like, talking about Sky, so I'm like,
yeah.
"Okay," like, that just that you guys gotta check it out, it was a lot of fun.
Mhm. Yeah, so he did a little modeling. He has a big following on Instagram and TikTok, and he does a lot of, like, content creation, and he said he just went to New York Fashion Week, so I guess he's a model? Is that what we call that? Sure.
Sure, yeah,
He does modeling. So,
he's a model, yeah.
yeah. So, what did you think of the photo shoot?
I thought it was nice, I thought the pictures looked nice, they were coming out nice.
I was kinda like, "We need to ask him who they use because 'cause we're looking for a photographer right now."
Can you,
We're
tag the photographer?
Yeah, if you happen to be listening and you know anyone, we do have someone that could maybe do it for us, but we're not sure if the date's gonna work out. So we need a photo shoot for our logo because if you've seen our logo, it is cute, but it's not personalized. It's not us. So
Yeah, we wanna put our faces on it, we noticed that everyone on the charts has, like, their faces on it, so we
yeah,
wanna put our faces on it.
I'm the least photogenic person in the world. So I'm sorry now to Ricky. We'll just put your face and
No, we're gonna put both
I'll
of our
just
faces
hold
in.
receipts in front of my face.
You're beautiful, and the pictures are going to come out beautiful.
I'm just not I don't know if anyone else relates to this, but when I look in the mirror, I'm, like, happy, I'm like, "This is good," and then I look in a picture and I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?"
But I
That's
think that
not
happens
me.
to all of us, though, like, I'm like, "Oh, yeah," like, mirror, period, period, then you look at the iPhone picture, you're like, "Is that what I look
It's
like?"
literally like a different person, and that's why I don't really fault people that use the face app because 'cause I'm like, sometimes I just
Everyone
need a
uses it.
little face app to get it to look
Well,
how I see in the
yeah.
mirror.
Everybody does it, just people get blind with it like Angel, and you
Yeah,
just do it over, like, you gotta keep it at a 1, you know?
mhm, nothing above a
Maybe
1.
a nothing above a 1, maybe a 2, like, if like, on a real special day, maybe a 2, but, like, you never go above a 1, it just gives you a
No,
little boop, gives you a little
if your
swoop, gives you a
nose
little
is gone, you went too far.
if your nose is you know what's so funny, Ashley, is that on my Valentine's Day picture, I used it and it didn't occur to me that my half of my nose was gone,
Oh,
and I was on a 1, but I think it was the lighting. I think it was the light, like, a light was, like, hitting my face at an
mhm.
angle because I was like I zoomed in, I was like, "Bitch, your nose is like, half of your nose is gone, you've gone too far," but it was only at a 1. It was only at a 1, and I noticed that, like, it was like a little twinkle light, like, hitting
Yeah.
my face, so that's why my nose was gone, but I was like,
Or it's
"Oh,
just because
shoot."
you already look so good that a 1 is like a 5 on other people for you, right?
No,
You
it's
don't need
because
it.
when you the thing is when you have a lot of makeup on, that's the beauty of the app, which this is
Mhm.
not a this is not a sponsor.
No,
This is not a promo for it at all, but
it
when
could
you
be.
it adjusts to what you already look like, so if you have a lot of makeup on already, it's just gonna, like, give you a
Yeah,
little. And if you have no makeup on, it's gonna do a little more. So it's like I already have like a full beat. So
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's my nose. There goes my nose."
It was the light. It was the
It
light
was
fault.
alright, but yeah.
But yeah, I liked
Yeah.
their photo setup. I'm like, "That's
Mhm.
what we need." The little background,
Yeah. Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
Yes. We're excited to have a new photo soon. What did you think of Sky She, like, really sad talking about her dad and her sister, but she
Mm,
kind of was, like, threw Tannen under the bus with it all, like, she should have been here for me. I don't feel like
yeah,
she knows what's happening because she's not talking to her, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's just but also I think that sometimes people put a lot on their friends, and that's, like,
Mhm.
really selfish, like, "Oh, like, yeah, my friend should be here for me during this," and she probably would if you called her up and told her what was
Yeah.
happening, but you're being stubborn, so she can't
Mhm.
guess, like
No. No, you have to I mean, as we see in the end of the episode, it feels like Tannen is trying and Skye is just so stubborn. Her ego is too big. She won't just
Mhm,
like she could there's so many openings for her to make things better and she's
mhm,
just not letting Tannen in. So she just wants to be right and I feel like Tannen did like be the bigger person and approach her. And so it's like, okay, in that moment you could accept that not that you won, but she's the one coming to you. So then at least come back with something, meet her halfway, and
yeah,
it doesn't go well. But they did the aura photos. Have you ever done that before?
no.
No. Is that
I
not?
don't know that I believe in that,
No.
no.
It's literally just a color. Plus, it's two people. So how do you have the same aura? Isn't everyone have a different?
It is, but it's supposed to be like, "This is you guys' aura together. This is what"
Okay.
but
Yeah,
it's a bunch of boo hockey in my opinion, but
I
whatever.
agree. It was a cute picture. I would do
Cute
it for the
picture.
picture, but not for the aura reading. What do you think about Gigi starting the Valley Girl jewelry?
Cool. I mean,
Are you
it's
gonna
like,
buy
I
it
don't
now? You're a Valley
no,
girl.
I am a valley girl. I don't know. No, probably not, but I'm like, I'm like, is it a real business or are you just doing it for the show or to spite
Mhm.
Sky or,
That I think the
you know,
spiting.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's like real, but
No. I Then they talk about what's his name? Amir?
a mirror.
Is that his
Mhm.
name? Okay.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
vasectomy.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I like them. I like Amir and
Yeah.
Natasha. I thought it was really funny going to La La Land and they ordered like a La La Land's like a very popular coffee shop out here. The line be out the damn door. I think they're
Oh, really?
known yes, they're known primarily for their matchas.
Mhm.
Um,
Do you like
so
matcha?
I do not. I
No,
actually
me
hate
either.
it. I actually hate it. I have tried it so many times because I wanna like it so bad, but I just don't.
Right?
I just
It's
don't. Tastes like dirt.
No, it's so pretty, and then I try it, and I'm like, "This is nothing. It doesn't have a good flavor to it. It's
I
not
know,
my."
and then people have been like, "Try this, put this in it, you gotta try it this way with strawberry and with this," and every time I try it, I am like
Oh, I
like, they're like, "Oh, drinking regular matcha with no sweetener, with no this is just like drinking a black coffee with no cream or no sugar," like, you know?
yeah,
So, I've tried it with strawberry, I've tried it with milk, I've tried it with all the things, and it's gross. But, yeah, I thought it was so funny they had the most, like, basic order, but I do think I mean, if he doesn't wanna get a vasectomy, then they
yeah,
just gonna have to be careful, like she said, like,
mhm. You know what I
I
made?
don't think that's a good method, like, "Oh, just don't touch me when I'm ovulating." Okay, no.
No, that's
No, because
risky. That's how you end up with a baby.
miscalculate that shit one time and you're Fucked.
Yeah. I made the mistake of trying the pistachio stuff at Starbucks. It's so good. You don't like it?
Is it? Oh, okay, I don't
Don't
know, I
try it
don't
because I
okay, wait,
expected that. I
pistachio
never
what? Because I don't know if I'm a pistachio flavored girly, every time I try something pistachio flavored, I
Okay, see, I usually just get, like, a iced almond milk latte. I don't really like the flavors, they all taste weird to me. I'm not, like, a flavor person, right? But once in a while, if they start a new thing, I'll just try it for fun. So they had this pistachio latte, I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck that would taste like, I need to know, but I'm probably gonna hate it." I ordered it, it's delicious. I love it. Now I'm addicted. I'm like, I didn't
what'd
wanna
you get? The iced
I just get
pistachio
tall pistachio latte, almond
iced or
milk.
hot?
Hot, I go hot, and then
Mm,
sometimes I just do because it usually comes with 3 pumps of the sauce, so I just get 2. I should just
mm,
get 1, but it's really good, so I get 2. Because
okay,
sometimes
I'm
1
gonna
isn't
try it.
enough, but
I'm
yeah, no.
gonna try it. I don't know if I'm a pistachio girly because 'cause I've tried pistachio flavored things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"No."
See,
But I
and I
like
would never
pistachios, which is weird.
yeah, and I the taste of this latte and, like, eating a pistachio, I not even in the same family. It doesn't taste like pistachio to me, but it tastes good. I don't know, it's sorta like
Okay.
hazelnutty, but not really. It's good. You try it and let
Okay,
me know what you
I'm
think,
gonna
because
try it.
I was shocked. I didn't expect to like it, and now I wish I never tried it. Same with do you like the pumpkin cream cold brew?
Mhm.
I only like
Yeah.
the top. I just eat all the foam and then never drink the coffee, so I gotta stop getting those, but they're
You
not in
gotta
stock right now.
you gotta mix it in, because then
No,
the
you gotta
foam
lick the lid.
but the foam just goes into the coffee, and then that's what makes the whole thing good.
True. If I didn't eat it all off the lid, then it would probably make the coffee taste better.
Yeah, like, if you mix it in and once that foam starts going into the coffee, ooh, it's so good.
Do they really say "I love you" at this place, or was that
They
just
do,
for them?
they
Oh,
do, yeah, they do, I think that's, like,
okay,
their
that's
thing.
weird.
Yeah, "Love
Really?
you." I think that
It's
they do.
cute.
It's very, very, very popular, like, they have them all over. They just opened up, like, a reserve one that's, like, really chic, like, very upscale, there's a pool table,
Mm.
like, very aesthetically pleasing, so
Okay, well, next time I'm there, I'm gonna have to try it out.
yeah, Keith Lee has, like, a signature matcha with them. That's like, I
Oh.
wanna try the Keith Lee matcha because Keith Lee apparently doesn't like matcha, and he
Mhm.
made a La La Land matcha that he does like, so we'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna try okay, they have it in Texas and California, it says.
Yeah.
Oh, and they hire and mentor foster youth. That's nice.
Yeah, like, they're a really, like, really dope organization. They got really popular really fast. I know they had, like, a collab with the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it makes the matcha look so good, but I'm just like, I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta try that one when they come. We'll try it together because Keith Lee has a matcha there that's supposed to be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try it and report back to you guys. But anyways, back to the valley. Do they have one in the
Yeah.
valley or is it only in over
No,
the
it's
hill?
over the hill. It's over the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that their plan, they're gonna end up pregnant, so they better either get on some birth control or,
Mhm.
use a condom or, I think calculating ovulation days, like, if you miscalculate, you're screwed, so
Yeah, that's a very risky game to play. I do think, like, after you have kids, sometimes you're like, "Oh, it's not as easy as you think to get pregnant. It takes some planning and organizing." But I swear, if you're not planning and organizing too, that's when it happens. So you just can't take that risk because you
yeah.
never know. I always hear about this, like, older women, like, say, like, mid-40s. You have these, like, accidental babies because you just think, like, "You don't have to track it anymore, it's too late for me," and then boom, that's how it happens, so not that she's not anywhere near that age, but I'm just saying, I think trying to just hope for the best or plan around periods could get risky, especially as you get older. I think doing something more permanent, like a vasectomy, is better, but he
Yeah.
seems not really wanting to do it, so I don't
He
know.
does. I get his stance though, right? Like,
Mhm,
I think I have a friend that, like, has always said she doesn't want kids, and then she had, like, these, like, extreme medical conditions, and they were basically telling her, like, "You can't have kids," and,
mhm,
like, even though she never wanted them, that ability being taken away from her, like, really traumatized her. It made her think, like, "Wait, do I want kids, or was that something
mhm.
I just said?" But, like, she wasn't able to grasp, like, that option being taken from her. Like, she wanted
Yeah.
the option to say yes or no, and, when it was taken from her, she was mortified, so,
Yeah, and you
yeah.
never know, like, what I mean, that's very morbid to think that he could lose a wife again, but I understand him having that mindset of, like, nothing is permanent, right? Even though we're happy right now, we're together, and we're happy with the kids that we have, maybe one day we won't be happy, you'll leave me, something will happen to you, and I'll find myself in a position of, like, I wish I could have more kids, but now I can't.
Mhm.
I always tell my husband that because he got a vasectomy, he wanted to, and I was like, "What if something happens to me? You could try and marry some young girl, she's not gonna be like, 'Fine, I won't have kids.' You're really limiting yourself for your future prospects." He's like, "You're
You're really
crazy. I'm not
you're
doing that."
really
I'm like,
limiting yourself for your
"Yeah."
future prospects.
Like, you end up being a widow and you're in your 40s, you don't wanna date a 20-year-old, now you're just screwed, so but no, he's like, "I'm good, 2 kids is enough." So, alright.
That's fair.
Yeah, but he's gonna regret that when he can't date the 20-year-olds, although I guess you can date them, you just can't, like,
Well, he's
long
not gonna
term.
date them because
No?
you're not going anywhere, bitch.
It's a little morbid, you never know. Knock on wood. There, I knocked, we're good, we're safe. Um, Okay, what else happened? Tommy missed
Oh.
pickup, which we kind of talked about already. I was impressed. I mean,
What
she's
was that with Glonessa putting the damn kisses in her mouth? What was she doing? Like,
I don't know. It was very awkward. And like I said, I was impressed she didn't run out of there because if my husband wasn't there, I'd be like, fuck him, I'm doing this myself. And I would run out of there. But she's technically working, right? They're filming a scene. I don't think she could leave. So he
mm,
eventually got there, but it just shows he's clearly never done it before. And that's a problem because
yeah,
he's
he sucks.
got. Yes. Then we saw some sexy time with Adam and Reza. What was that called again? I don't know. All I
Oh,
remember is
tantric yoga.
yes. Root to root was funny to me. She
Yeah,
looked
I've
at
never
root to
I
root.
didn't I've heard of tantric yoga before, but I guess I've never, like, seen it or whatever, but that was nice that he
Yeah.
surprised him,
Nice to
trying to
see a
listen to
good
him.
marriage, right? Someone
Yeah,
positive. We don't see that a lot. So I like
yeah,
them together. They're cute.
very
And
cute.
then we see Sky talks to Reza, and Reza's trying to convince her to like make up with Tannen, and she just is so stubborn. She said something about
Very.
piss on love in her language.
Yeah, remember Reza was telling us that they have little sayings in
Mhm.
their language and, like, it
In
doesn't make
Farsi, I
sense
think.
yeah, like, it doesn't make sense in English, but it makes sense, it's like little sayings, so I
Yeah.
think that was one of those, like,
What was
where in English it doesn't really, like, translate to
translate?
how it, like, but yeah, she basically love, like, I piss on love, but again, she's stubborn. I
Mhm.
think we've talked to a few of the cast members at this point, and we know, like, things are not good with them. It
Mhm.
hasn't gotten better. Like, obviously, we see in next week's preview, it's gonna get even worse, like, which
Mhm.
I think many of them have hinted at, so
Yeah, I just don't know if you can be on a show like this if you can't resolve conflict, right? Like there has to be conflict, there has to be fights, and then there has to be resolution. And you have to kind of like it's like what Sutton is trying to describe to Amanda. You have to just own it and say, yeah, I fucked up. I said this, I did this, I'm sorry,
mhm,
let's move forward. And Sky does
mhm.
not seem to have any ability to do that. She holds a grudge, she can't forgive. So you'll never make it on a show like this, especially when you have that combative personality. It's not like she's just like floating around being kind to everyone and she's not into conflict. She's being rude and conflicting with everyone and then won't resolve it. So
Yeah,
I understand why the cast is frustrated with her. It would be very hard to film with someone like that. And so
yeah.
it's same with Tommy. Like I had high hopes for a second. I'm like, oh look, he's bringing stuff. He brought flowers. He's gonna come in. He's gonna have a chat with Reza. It's all good, and then he just takes off. What was that?
What the hell was that? Like, he didn't speak to him at all, like, and I get
Mm-mm.
it, the cameras are there and you don't wanna do it on camera, but you just left all the stuff outside, you didn't come in, and to Gigi's point, you would've been so mad at me had I not come, but your own husband doesn't have to come, like, that's
Mhm.
really crazy to me that he didn't come, and you wouldn't even go in the house, like, you wouldn't even, like, fully help bring the stuff in.
No. And I'm sure he was told, like, "Help bring the stuff, but we won't film you, like, just leave it out or, like, stay outside," and then they came out to capture his arrival, and he was obviously pissed off, but Gigi was there and even, like, talking to her sister, right? So if she can do that. They seemed to be fine to me. Did you think
Yeah,
or
I
did you
think we
see
didn't
tension?
I didn't see any tension, but I think that they very much kept the interaction minimal on
Mhm.
purpose.
Yeah. What did you think of the house?
I thought it was nice. I thought it was
Yeah.
a really nice house. Like,
Yeah, I think Mauricio was right, like, the staging wasn't the best, it was a little bleak looking,
mhm,
but
mhm,
it'd be hard to put a bunch of money into staging your house when you're trying to sell it, so I think she did what she could with it, right? It
yeah,
looked cute,
yeah,
had all the snacks and the little what do they call those? The picture wall thing, step and
yeah,
repeat.
yeah. I thought it looked okay. I thought it looked okay.
Mhm. How much do you think
Yeah.
that house is?
Girl, where did they say it's at?
I don't remember, it was in the valley, I'm
It's
assuming?
in the valley. I think maybe Sherman, but it's like at least 3 or 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That would be my
Maybe
guess. I'm no real estate agent, but
I can probably look at her listings and we could see. I don't know if she has like a website. Realtor.com. She's on there.
Okay.
2 recent sales. Good for her.
Good. Yeah, I mean, she has to fucking bust her ass because her man ain't doing nothing.
Okay, there is a house on here, but I don't know if it's the same house. Does that look the same? Oh, yeah, Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, Sherman Oaks is an
Does
expensive
that look like I
area.
think that is it, right? So it's 2.9 million.
See? Look at me. I said I
That
said three.
is crazy because it's only 3,300 square feet. My house is bigger than that, but it's in Canada. Nobody's paying $3 million to live in Canada. No, it's fun here. It's good. You should.
No,
Imagine
it's
if
fun
you
here. It's good. You should.
swimming pool, something we can't have here. Actually, people do have them here, but you can only use them for like 2 months and then it's freezing again. So, definitely doesn't have the weather, doesn't have the proximity, but it is a cute house. I'm pretty sure this is it. You can tell the
Yeah.
kitchen where they had that little interaction. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Well, it's still listed if anyone's interested and has $2.9 million lying around.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there's an apartment in West Hollywood, 2 bedroom, 2 bath for 639,000. I could swing that. Maybe not.
Two
If I sold
bedroom,
it.
two bedroom, two bath for oh yeah, for what, like a condo?
Yeah, let's pool our money. I will leave here. We'll live in West Hollywood together and I'll see my kids a couple of times a year. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay, these houses are nice. If you wanna see it, you can just Google her name, all her listings pop up, so very
Okay. At
nice.
least she's
Yeah,
selling.
yeah, and good commissions. I mean, if your houses are selling are $3 million, I don't know what the commission is on that, but good, so she doesn't need
Yeah.
Tommy.
She
I'm
doesn't
glad
need
that's done.
Tommy. Yeah, exactly. What did you think of Reza's chat with Sky? Do you think that was the time and the place to kind of have that? I think he was trying to give us something on camera. And he
Yeah.
knew like that they weren't gonna have a lot of interaction on camera. So he was trying to like, you need to fess up to your actions or, how you
Yeah.
acted in Palm Springs, but I don't know that it was the right time.
I mean, I agree. I think they know she's not really coming around the filming, and they know they need these moments on camera, otherwise they don't have a show, right? So and she's not giving them anything. So I
Mm,
think he's just doing his job as, like, a seasoned reality TV person, and it just would have been such a great place for Sky to apologize and make things better, and she's just too stubborn, so I don't know if it was the time, but I'm like, yeah, when else are they all gonna be together if she's
so
refusing to come? She was okay to come to this because she said everything was fine with her and Mercedes, so I don't know. They probably just felt like it's now or never, and I
yeah.
see why when we interviewed Reza and Gigi, they definitely don't seem to be in a good place with Sky, and so it doesn't seem like any resolution comes, so I understand their frustration.
Yeah, just put it this way, guys. We had to cut a lot of our interview with Reza and Gigi. Like, you guys
Not
were
by our
like,
choice. Yeah.
not by our choice. Okay. So, a lot of you guys were like, oh, the one with Reza Jackson was so different. It was longer. It was, and that is why we had to, a lot was said that came back and said, yeah, cut that shit out. So, that's why those seem very short
Yeah.
and rushed.
We had some amazing questions, we got some amazing tea, a lot like, anything you could think of that you would wanna ask them, we got answers on, and unfortunately, I think the PR for them is very used to having to monitor them closely because they are so open and willing to share information, and so we've never had an interview like that monitored and cut, and sadly, we lost most of it, but we still got to talk to them and get some cool information, but definitely a lot more that we could have told you guys. Maybe we still will one day, but
From a little birdie. A little birdie
yes,
told us.
a little birdie. But I think we've given you guys the gist of what they have said. Things were worse than what we saw, and they are not in a good place with Sky. That's the short version that we can tell you, but I think that's obvious too from watching. And
Yeah.
only one more episode left, right?
Yeah,
Finale.
and it seems like it's gonna be a big one. Gigi's gonna throw a drink on Sky.
Yeah. You know what's so weird is the finale is next week, and then the Valley starts April 1st. So they left such a chunk in the schedule that would have been perfect for a three-part reunion, and we're not getting one. So
Yeah, that's bizarre that we're not gonna get one.
they didn't do it for the Valley first season either. I think it's because they need more. They don't have like these histories yet, so they need this like backstories going into season 2, so they have stuff to film. If they wrapped it all up in season 1, it would be hard to like go
Mm,
forward because everything would be solved already. So but I don't know
Okay.
what they're gonna air for March.
Yeah.
Other shows, I guess.
Yeah,
So
other shows. So much
so many
happening.
other shows, yes. Well, any other thoughts on The Valley before we go?
No, Tannen and Sky's chat was just boring, boring. Nothing happened.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No resolution yet, but like we said, Reza Jackson did defend Sky a lot, so if she does have a place, I guess, with him, but we'll see how it goes with the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
Still loving it though. I like it. I'm excited for the other Valley to come back, but I like this one too. So good shows.
Yeah.
Nice little difference from the Housewives, mixing it up a bit. But
Yeah.
go check out those interviews and all of our Love is Blind stuff, and we'll be back with more Bravo coverage too. Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.